try this again. All right. Let me know if I'm coming in low still. I should be fine now with the microphone. Microphone checker. You know what I'm saying? And I actually don't need to stand. I'll just go ahead and rock it like this. Microphone checker. 1 2 1 2. Rock Kim Eric B. All right. Is that better, family? Somebody throw me a black power. Still low. Oh no, Brody. You might have to turn your phone up. You might have to turn your phone up. Can't be still low. Not with the microphone on. It can't be still low. Come on. Good now? Yeah, you gotta turn your phone up, G. Young lady. I think that's a young lady. Young man, I'm not sure. You might have to turn your phone up. Is we low or no? All right, we good? All right, so all right, we finna go ahead and rock it. So basically, all right. Hold on. Turn that all the way down, then all the way up. All right. We good now? We good? We good? We good? We good? Let me know if we good. We should be flowing now. If not, I'm gonna have to restart it. And I'm on the iPad. You on the iPad? All right. I have to turn the iPad up a little bit. Might have to put it up just a little bit, just a tad bit. All right, we good? All right, let's flow. All right, so basically what I want to talk about is 2020 hindsight, right? And basically what 2020 hindsight means is that, you're able to see things better because 2020 is about vision, right? So you're able to see things better because they already had transpired, right? So some of the reasons, or one of the reasons why I can speak unequivocally, unapologetically African is because there were African men and women who came before me, before we, before I, right? Who tried integration, who tried, all forms of integration with Europeans, or they tried to work with the European. So this is why I can unequivocally speak unapologetically about our situation, because people have came before me and they have failed. Now, a lot of times we're so critical of these people because they failed, right? We're critical of them like, oh man, such and such tried this and such tried that. But that's how we know now that these things don't work, because of their attempts to do certain things within the community and their failures, right? To eliminate white supremacy, right? So we could look at a Garvey, we could look at a Malcolm, we could look at a Martin, right? Because a lot of us are critical of Martin. We could look at all the different Africans who came before us who tried to do certain things that they thought at the time was in the better interest of black people. We could look at a W.E. Du Bois. We could look at a you know you know Frederick Douglass. We could look at these people and say, okay, their failures are the reason why we can sit here and say this doesn't work. We can look at a Jean-Jacques Dessalines. We can look at a Toussaint Louverture. So when we use the term 2020 as hindsight, meaning that now, because you've seen that it didn't work in the past, you're able to move more effectively. And so sometimes we got to be not so critical of the people who came before us who failed, because they are the reason why we can sit here and say, yeah, that ain't gonna work. We did it before. You know what I'm saying? And that's why history is important to study, because again, 2020 is hindsight, meaning that, your vision is now more clearer to see that whatever was done in the past is not going to work today, right? So we have to be careful when we criticize the people who came before us, because they were just doing what they thought was going to be beneficial to African people, right? They were doing what they thought was going to be, a leg up for us, right? Imagine you as who you are as an individual, and you start off in this movement and you start doing things, and you think that you're doing the best for black people. And don't get me wrong, not all of them were doing the best. Some of them were just cooning, okay? We got to kind of cipher out the ones who are cooning and the ones who are trying to do the best for us. But Imagine, you doing what you think is best for black people, or how you can move the race forward, right? And then 40, 30, 40, 50 years from now, you got somebody just straight destroying your name. And you like, damn, well, I thought at the time I was doing the right thing for black people. I thought at the time, I was, making the right moves or the right decisions. But now, I mean, I guess not. So, in the African worldview, we have to learn from everything, even the losses, right? We can't be so critical of the people who came before us. We have to even learn from their mistakes, learn from their losses, learn from all that, because we wouldn't know Garvey's solution wouldn't work if Garvey didn't try it, right? We wouldn't know, about COINTELPRO if Malcolm X didn't go through it. We wouldn't know about these things, so somebody had to go through it. It's basically what I'm saying. Somebody had to go through it. So this generation now can look back and say, that crap don't work. We tried it. We tried integrating with y'all. We tried sleeping with y'all. We tried our own group economics under y'all system. It didn't work. Y'all attack us. Y'all bomb us. Y'all drop this and that and that. It doesn't work. So the last alternative that we have is, y'all know what it is, but a lot of us scared to talk about it. But it's because of, again, just to round this part out, it's because of their, I don't want to say failures, but their attempts to better black people, that we know now that those things that they tried aren't going to work for us today. All right. So I just wanted to say that. Now, another thing I wanted to touch on right quick is discipline. Right? Now, a lot of people, they call me a party pooper. They call me, I'm so stuck up, and I don't like to be involved in this, and I don't like to be involved in that, and you don't even come out your place, and you just always blah, 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 blah. But the reality of the situation is that warfare is about discipline. Warfare is 100% about discipline, right? And we are at war as African people. And we are probably the most undisciplined people on the planet. Now, when I mean discipline, I mean if the system of racism and white supremacy works in 9 areas of human activity, that means that we have to be disciplined in our education, in our entertainment, in our economics, you get what I'm saying? In our politics, in our religion, in sex. You get what I'm saying? Because we have to stop. Let me take my time with this. Because this gonna get ugly right here. People, if y'all think people hate me now, y'all definitely gonna hate me after this one right quick. All right? We have to be disciplined. The first thing they teach you in the Army, and I didn't been to the Army. I haven't been to the Army. You know what I'm saying? I learned discipline in the streets. I learned discipline from being incarcerated. You get what I'm saying? That's where I learned discipline at. Like, I learned discipline in the streets. Like, it's certain things, you can't say to somebody, they gonna knock your head off. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things you don't do because it goes against the code. Now you got people lurking outside your house. Discipline. You get what I'm saying? That's what it's about, discipline, delayed gratification. Understand this. When the European took us from Africa, one of the first things they did was remove our level of discipline through our culture, through our cultural values, through the things that we hold dear to us, because cultural values have a level of discipline. I'll even go better and say this, right? So during the early 1900s, late 1800s, you had something called the opioid wars, right? Which was basically America going into China and imperializing China, right? They were doing this all over the world, right? So what they did is they were going into China for trade and for business. And so they were getting a lot of the Chinese hooked on opioids, right? And so I can't remember the names, but there was a dude named Qing Mang Wang or something like that, one of these Chinese emperors. And he put out a decree. He said, if we catch any Chinese people using opioids, y'all know the word I'm trying to say, using opioids, you will be killed. We will make an example out of you. We will kill you on the site if we catch you using the white man's drugs. because he understood that warfare is about discipline. I can't go to war with a whole bunch of fucking junkies hooked on drugs and alcohol. He understood that, right? Discipline. This is what it's about. Overnight, the Chinese were able to whoop on the Americans because they were disciplined. They were well trained. Discipline, delayed gratification, right? When they do tests on African people, we are the people who have the lowest level of delayed gratification, meaning they can ask us or ask our children. They would say, hey, would you like 3 cookies now, or you will have 300 cookies for the rest of your life? Most African people will say, give me the 3 cookies now. That's delayed gratification. We don't understand how to delay our emotions. We don't understand how to be disciplined in our emotions, in the way we think, in the way we react, the way we interact with police officers, the way we interact with white people. We get so emotional. This is racist. I can't deal with this. Why y'all just don't like? Everything is an emotion for us. We don't know how to hold it back. You don't think I get emotional? You don't think I get? Now, I'm not saying totally be non-emotional. I'm saying learn how to control your emotions. Learn how to use them effectively. Everything is an emotional response to us because that's what Europeans have trained us to be, to react to things emotionally, to be non-disciplined in the way we eat, how much water we drink, how much sleep we get. You get what I'm saying? Our sexual urges. You know, in order to be a boxer, there's a period of time where you can't have sex. You can't have sex. You have to be off limits to preserve your energy. So we have to understand that discipline is very important. We are the least disciplined people in the freaking world. We should not. And listen, I like having a good time too. I like a little sex. You know what I'm saying? But sex is not a sport. Sex is not a pastime. This is not something that we should be doing for fun. Because what happens is that you now sexing somebody that you're going to have a child with that you don't even like that. That you don't even like that. Discipline, sexual discipline. We not on the plantation no more. To be buck broken and be having sex with women. Like that's not what it is. Discipline. We have to be disciplined. We not going nowhere if we ain't disciplined. If we can't be disciplined how we spend our money, the things we eat, where we shop at, what we watch, if we can't be disciplined, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't got to fire one shot. The white people ain't got to fire one shot at us. Why you think after they broke us down so mentally, they done turned us into straight boogaloo fools. They said, okay, we can let these Negroes go right now. They ain't gonna change nothing. They ain't gonna change nothing. Discipline. Okay, I'll give you another example. Why do you think that these Europeans push this level of democracy on us so much, right? They push this level of democracy. They tell us democracy, democracy, democracy. Why don't they want African people to have dictators? I'm going to tell you why they don't want African people to have dictators. Because they know dictators, for the most part, even though, most of the dictators, they trained, they made them. We know this, right? They kind of trained them. Like you have Idi Amin, he was in the army, the England army and everything like that. They made those dictators. But at some point, those dictators end up trading on them. Those dictators like, hey, man, you know what? Yeah, I don't really like all this. Like, now that I got the minds of my people on point, I want to go ahead and run my country the way I want to run my country, right? And so what would happen is these dictators will start galvanizing people to get under one thought process, right? And it will usually go against Europeans. They understand a dictatorship goes against white supremacy. Why do I say it goes against white supremacy? Because if you go against a dictator who's going against white people, you ultimately going to get killed. This is why people look at Papa Doc. Oh, Papa Doc was a dictator. Papa Doc killed a whole bunch of Haitian people. Yep, primarily he killed a lot of coons and mulattoes. Nobody never talks about that. He killed a lot of off-code people and mulattoes, people who were vouching for the mulattoes. Yes, he was a dictator. Yes, he had a violent regime. Yes, 100%. America made him. America backed him up. And then when he started going astray, and stop listening to their plans, oh, they remove aid. They start putting the CIA on him, all type of stuff. Like, hey, wait a minute. This is not what we signed you up for. So white people understand that dictatorship in African countries is very dangerous. This is why they push democracy, because they know you Negroes ain't got no discipline. You Negroes are coons. You Negroes, you going to go against your better interests. So we don't need one person with the one mindset ruling over all y'all. We need y'all to be scattered out and be stupid and be dumb. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we stupid and dumb. Just saying we need y'all to be scattered out, talking some crazy shit about democracy and blah, 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 blah. What? Like, this is why they push this whole democracy. Because they know, like Dr. Amos Wilson says, when you give Negroes a choice, they always going to make the wrong choice. But the dictators say, I'm not giving you no choice. This is what the hell we doing. And if you don't get on code, I'm going to knock your head off. And guess what? African people work best under dictatorship. I'm sorry. Under the system of racism and white supremacy, black people work better under dictatorship. When the dictator is against white people. That's a fact. Because if you give us a choice under white supremacy, we always going to make the wrong choice. Always. On some stupid democracy. That's why they push that. And they put it in people's head. Yeah. Democracy. Don't let them tell you what to do. No, you don't need no dictatorship. And then they fund other people to go after the dictator and all that. This is why they do that. That's why they do it. Because they know. They know we're going to talk some LGBT crap. We're going to talk about some intersectionality. We're going to start talking all type of dumb stuff. They don't want us to have dictators. They don't want us to have one iron fist black person. Look how clean Haiti was, bro. And this is what gets me mad about a lot of people who be talking about Haiti. They'll talk about how beautiful Haiti was when Papa Doc was in I'm sorry. My bad. Gotta threaten the kids right quick. And she ain't even clean her toys up. But anyway. Yeah, man. Sometimes the kids got to get a spank, man. Listen. You got to run your house with an iron fist. That's another thing, too. A lot of us grew up with disciplined parents, and then we turn around and be soft on our parents. And not on our parents, on our children. Like, I don't understand that. If you are successful because your parents laid that smack down on your behind, but you feel like, man, I don't want to do that to my kids. I don't want to spank my kids. That's what made you hard. That's what made you tough. That's what made you finish high school. You look at these kids now, they got no aspirations. They got no nothing. Because you know why? They ain't getting that spank down on them. They ain't getting that hard hand on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't be pussyfied. Like, white supremacy is not going to spare our children. Our children got to learn discipline. They have to learn, hey, you need to get up and clean up your stuff. You need to get up and do that now. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done when you don't want to do it. That's what discipline is. The ability to do what needs to be done when you don't want to do it, when it's not pleasurable, when it's not fun. You got to get up in the morning and go walk to school and clean this and do that. And that's discipline. Now, see, white people can be undisciplined because they already in power. What do they got to be disciplined about? They already in power. They on code, but they don't have to be disciplined. We have to be disciplined. Our children have to be disciplined. We don't have time to party right now. We don't have time to pop bottles all day and smoke weed. We don't have time for that. We don't. I'm sorry. I know y'all going to be mad at me. I know y'all going to hate me. I know y'all going to say, brother, song with that bullshit, we trying to ruin our fun. I get it. White supremacy has made you think that that's fun. White supremacy has sold that to you, to the idea of, look, you having fun. The more destructive you are, the more destructive your behaviors are, it's fun. Pop that bottle. Drink that wine. Drink that shit. You know what I'm saying? Poison yourself. It's fun. Do that. Smoke all that weed. Go ahead. It's fun. Twerk with no panties. Promote yourself as a whore. Be a gangster. That's fun. Come on. Don't be square. Don't be in the house and read books. And what the hell is that? Live your best life. What is it called? What is it called? YOLO. YOLO. Do that. You only live once. See, they will tell black people, oh, you can't take it with you when you die, so you might as well spend it up. And then we repeat it. I can't take it with me when I die. I might as well spend it up and have all the fun I have now. What about your kids? Why you want your kids to start over? If you saved up money your whole life and you hustled and you grind, why not? Like, why you want your kids to start over? Now they got to start over and do the same thing. Why not? When you go, you can't. Of course, you can't take it with you, but it can make your children's life better. Oh, I can't take it with me. You don't never hear white people saying no stupid shit like that. That only comes out of the mouth of black people. I can't take it with me. I'm gonna spend it all. I'm gonna have all the fun I need now. All the fun I got. So when I die having fun. No discipline. None. And I get it. I'm the party pooper. Blah blah blah. You all, everything got to be pro-black and everything got to be. Yo, reading books to me is fun. Watching lectures to me is fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Going for walks in nature is fun. Like, I feel like I don't know. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm funny without alcohol. You know what I'm saying? I'm funny without weed. Like, I'm a funny motherfucker, just period. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't know. So, what was I saying? I was talking about dictatorship. Yeah, we got to get back to the dictatorship. We got to, listen, if you off code, you finna get your head smacked around. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we got to get back to. And that's why white people don't like that. They don't like dictators. They don't like dictators. They don't like black people who's gonna be on point and be iron fist and strong. They like us to be broken wrists. They like us to be they like the goofy black people. They like the gay black people. They don't like iron fist black people. So we can't be talking about how beautiful Haiti was when Papa Doc was in office, right? But we don't want to talk about how Papa Doc kept Haiti beautiful. Go to some of these Haitian pages. All they want to talk about, Haiti's beautiful. Look at this, vintage Haiti, vintage Haiti. But, right, what happened when Papa Doc and them got out of office? Haiti became a slum. You know why? Because when you give Negroes a choice, Negroes going to destroy everything. Because that's how we function under the system of white supremacy. It has to be that way. Right when you give us a choice, you bring democracy to Haiti. You bring this to, oh, we stupid now. Look at Haiti. We don't know how to do nothing in Haiti no more. But when you had a strong man in office, man, yo, you couldn't even drop a piece of paper on the streets in Haiti, man. Them streets was so damn clean. Get out of here. And that's for every African place. Anytime you give a Negro a choice, they gonna choose some other crap. Okay? That's why they killed Jean-Jacques Dessalines. This is why they killed Jean-Jacques Dessalines. You know why? Because after that, Jean-Jacques Dessalines said, hey, listen, this is what we got to be on. This is how we moving. Negroes want to party. Yeah, we beat the French. Yeah, we beat the Spaniards. Yeah, let's party now. Dessalines was like, no, it's not party time. Now we have to build the citadel. Now we have to get ready. We have to, no. Let's restructure the system. It's not party time. And the mulattoes in them was like, hey, we don't like this. We don't like this. You got to go, homeboy. You got to go. And that's why they killed them. Because Negroes want to party and listen to mulattoes. This is a fact. Negroes ain't want to work. Nah, man, this feels too much like slavery. I don't want to be disciplined. Not the way you want to be disciplined. I don't want to be disciplined. Why do you think they killed Thomas Sankara? You know he did how he built Burkina Faso? How he made Burkina Faso so beautiful, so like a first world country. And then they killed them. They killed them. You know why? Because they don't want to be disciplined. Because that white supremacy inside them say, I just want to do nigga shit. I don't want to do that. You talking crazy. That's why they hated Malcolm. And they loved Martin. Martin didn't tell them, hey, you got to be structured. Malcolm did. Malcolm said, man, we not doing that. We not on that white man tip. We not on that vibe. Martin said, man, do what you want to do. Love everybody. You know, no structure. None. They hated Malcolm. Hated. But see, one thing I can admire about the Nation of Islam is that they changed desire of taste. They changed the way we view the world. They changed the way we viewed ourselves. the key to winning this war, to defeating white supremacy, is discipline. That means sexual discipline, economical discipline. You got Negroes. I remember seeing a comment so long ago, I think when Instagram first came out, so this had to be like 2011. I remember seeing a comment that was so disgusting, about Trayvon Martin. This is when people was like saying boycott Black Friday. And I remember a Negro wrote something under the photo, and he was like, "Shoo, I ain't know that nigga Trayvon Martin." He was like, "Shit, I'm finna buy me a big screen TV. What the hell? Ain't nobody telling me walking late night." I was like, "Whoa, nigga, you can't even skip a Black Friday, bro, for a big TV to stand on your. Niggas can't even stop watching football and basketball. You can't even stop doing that, bruh. Discipline, just simple discipline shit. I tell this story all the time. I was the biggest UM. Anybody that know me, know my kids, know my ex-wife, know my family. Y'all know we was the UM family. UM family. Season tickets to UM games, all that shit. Man, when Colin Kaepernick, no matter if he mulatto or not, whatever, I get it. When he took that knee, and it resonated in my head that, we do need to stop supporting. It was a wrap. Ain't no more football in my house. Ain't no more season tickets to the games. Ain't no more this and that. Like, it was a wrap. I dubbed it. I could think maybe the last sports game I went to, my homeboy came in town and he bought some tickets for like $8 to the Heat game, because that's after LeBron James had left when the Heat was trash. And he was like, "Come on, bro, go to the game." I was like, "Man, I ain't really trying to go." He's like, "Man, the tickets were $8, bro." I was like, $8? I mean, fuck it. I mean, that's like $16. All right, so he paid for the ticket. That was like the last game I went to, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that much of a party pooper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna make my homeboy come in town and then don't do nothing with him. But I mean, I ain't supporting that. I'll go watch an $8 game with you. All right, bump it. All right, we out. But all that other stuff, sitting down, wasting whole Sundays, watching games and knowing more about these Negro stats than you know about how your heart rate is supposed to beat, I ain't got time for that. Like, you got dudes that could tell you, man, LeBron James scored 36 points in the first quarter, and he had a jump shot, and his average is 2.3, 3.5, 5, 6, 7, like all that crazy stuff, right? And you ask him, what color is your pee supposed to be when you wake up in the morning? What you talking about? What color is your urine supposed to be? Like, it's supposed to be a certain color in the morning. Or, how does your poop float? Like, is your poop floating in the water, or is it sinking? Like things like that. Things that revolve around your health. You know what I'm saying? Like, where does the pain hurt? Your abdomen right here? Like how fast is your heartbeat? Is your chest? Do you have, like, shit? Ask them things about them they don't know. Things about LeBron? Oh, they know everything. LeBron was born in Okra, Oklahoma. Where are you from? Oklahoma? Akron, I think it is. God damn it. Y'all know where LeBron from. Akron, I think it's Akron, Ohio. I could be wrong, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, bro, like, simple shit. Like, we gotta be disciplined, man. 100%. We got it. The thing that the thing that Martin Luther King missed about the whole Gandhi thing, because he credited Gandhi for the whole non-violence movement. The thing that Malcolm, I keep saying Malcolm. Forgive me, ancestors. Forgive me, Baba Malcolm. The thing that Martin missed about that whole Gandhi thing is the discipline. That's the whole thing that Martin Luther King mixed, was the discipline that Mahatma Gandhi had and his followers had. That they all went on hunger strikes. And also, yes, Mahatma Gandhi was nonviolent and a racist, but he was nonviolent. But he said, if it comes down to it, we got some sheiks up in the mountains that know how to use some knives. You thought they were Edward Scissorhands. So we nonviolent now. We nonviolent now. It don't mean we're going to be nonviolent forever. And that's the thing that Martin Luther King missed out on. The fact that the discipline part and the fact that he did have an alternative to the nonviolence movement. But we got to be disciplined, man. We got to be disciplined. I talk to a lot of brothers that be red, black, and green out. You know what I'm saying? And on the low, they and this is why in the community we got girls complaining, man, these niggas all they want to do is try to fuck us, and and then you got niggas sending dick pics to girls, and it's just a whole bunch of thirst, alcohol, and weed. If we gonna be like that, you might as well stay a nigga and take the red, black, and green off. I'm sorry. I know that shit may hurt some people. You might as well take it off and just stay a nigga. So we just know where you stand. Like, we don't need dudes rocking red, black, and green, sending dick pics, trying to smash every girl that they come encounter with. Like, that's not what we here to do. Got to be disciplined. Hella discipline. One thing, we talk a lot of shit about the Hebrews. We talk a lot of shit about the Nation of Islam. We talk a lot of shit about all these other groups. But I can tell you one thing. The motherfuckers more disciplined than we are. They more disciplined than the red, black, and green. I tell you that. I definitely could tell you that, boy. When you get down to the red, black, and green, it's like there's no discipline, there's no structure, there's no nothing. One thing about them Hebrew Negroes, they connected from Chicago, they connected in Florida, they connected in you got niggas in red, black, and green. And I'm not gonna call nobody out. I be trying to connect with them. You know, some people get big platforms and shit. You try to connect with them. Niggas don't even want to reach out. But how are we on the same agenda though? We on the same agenda, but you don't like. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we can say all we want to say about the Hebrews, about the Nation of Islam, about all these other groups, but they goddamn connected. They have buildings, they have institutions that they can go to and keep the lights on and talk about stuff and organize. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. They got buildings they could go to and they can have lectures. We fighting to find places to get lectures at. Man, where can we do a lecture? Man, why don't we have the buildings? We supposed to be the leaders of this shit. I'm just keeping it gully. We supposed to be the leaders of this. How is it that we call them brainwashed, we call them ignorant, we call them stupid, but they could put their money together and get a Hebrew Israelite building? We call them ignorant, we call them stupid, and this and that, but they could get a Nation of Islam building together. That must say something about us. That must say something about us. And I'm just keeping it gully because I'm red, black, and green. Down to in my blood. That must say something about us. That we can't get shit together. I can tell you one thing. I haven't seen, and this is just me, I could be wrong. I haven't seen Hebrews outwardly, the ones in the camps, outwardly exposing each other. When I look at who being exposed online and who trying to expose somebody, it's always somebody red, black, and green. It is always somebody rocking red, black, and green. I don't see the Nation of Islam out there trying to expose each other and tear each other down. I don't see the Hebrews. They might have their little camp issues or whatever, but you don't see them on social media making whole fucking videos about each other. Like, if we gonna say they coons, they this, they crazy, they on some other shit, what does that say about us? What does that say about us? That's what I'm saying. Like, we really got to start looking at some stuff, yo. Like, if do I need to make a red, black, and green Bible? For us to do we only listen to religious talk for us to get in line? If that what it is, we could make a red, black, and green Bible. For real. I mean, god damn it. Come on, yo. Like, we should have a spot somewhere in the United States where we could go and do lectures and have events and have this and have that. Like, if I think if Umar Johnson was a Hebrew, I think, this is my personal opinion, Umar would have had that school already if he was a Hebrew. Umar would have had that goddamn school already. I'm just saying. Now let's get on this whole do what makes you happy bullshit, right? Because again, going back, Europeans know once they released us from slavery, the old saying goes, the Africans they got on those ships are not the Africans they got off those ships. Okay? We know that. The Africans that got on those ships are not the Africans that got off those ships. So Europeans understood once they let us go into slavery, after slavery, they knew we were self-destructing. They knew what they turned us into. They knew they turned us into a Frankenstein, a monstrosity. They know this, right? And then they got scared and said, hey, we took a lot of people from that goddamn African continent. How about we go to Africa and destroy them too so they won't try to take revenge on us? And it's like, yeah, sure, let's do that. They went, split up Africa, and then brainwashed those Negroes over there. Okay? And that's just what happened. After they finished brainwashing us here in the West, beating us around, giving us the Bible, messing up our brain, just tearing our heads off, with stupid stuff, they said, I think we should go to Africa and do the same thing, just so they won't click back up with these Negroes. And they went over there and beat them the hell up in Africa too. Okay? That's just the facts. Just being real. And they used all type of trickery, all type of shenanigans, all type of stupid stuff, and they brainwashed our African brothers and sisters. And then they said, okay, after we done all that, we let y'all free. And we haven't made not one goddamn decision as a race that has benefited us in the goddamn past 500 years. That is crazy. We haven't made one decision as a group, as a race of people, that has benefited us in the past 500 years. And you know what our people say? You know what our main thing, especially our elders, say? Man, love is love and do what makes you happy. No, goddammit, I don't want to do what makes me happy. And this may sound crazy. I don't want to do what makes me happy. I want to do what benefits my people, and then I'll do what makes me happy. Structure first. I don't want to do what makes me happy. Because if I do what makes me happy under this system of white supremacy, I'm going to do bullshit. I'm going to do stupid shit. Listen, I see so many pro-black pages who say they pro-black, and then they be posting photos of black people with no teeth or black women with little ponytails talking about bitches be like, and just fight videos and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? How the hell are you pro-black and you for the betterment of black people, but you putting the same shit we see on World Star on your page? That's confusing to me. It's very confusing. If I put up a fight video, it has to be either a black person losing to a white person, and I'm telling you, black men, this is why we need to fight. This is why we need to learn how to fight, right? Or I'm putting up a black person beating up a white person. But I'm not putting up videos of black people fighting and hitting each other in the head with chairs and shooting each other. I'm putting up a video, either a black person getting his ass whooped by a white person, and the caption going to be, you see, this is why we need to know how to fight, right? This is why we need to know how to box. This is why we need to know how to kickbox, and et cetera, et cetera. That's why I'm putting that up. Or I'm putting up a video beating up a cracker. That's just what it is. So what was I saying? See, and like this right here. See, my daughter going to come out here and clean this shit. She thinks she's just going to drop her toys and her scooter and everything in the middle of the living room and then haul ass. That ain't happening. As soon as I'm done with this live, she's going to come back out here and clean this up. Because she needs to know discipline. We need to be disciplined. Our children have to be disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Our children have to be around African examples. We got to learn how to deal with our pain. You think I don't go through stuff? I go through stuff. Stuff bothers me. I see stuff that bothers me. You face it. You deal with it. You handle it head on. If not, you're going to create an addiction. You're going to create an addiction. And white people benefit from our addictions. White people benefit from our lack of discipline. Anytime we are undisciplined, it benefits white people. Once we are undisciplined, it benefits white people. Where we spending our money at? I remember one time, I had ran out of gas, right? Now I could have went to the Arab or to the but it was this one little old black gas station that I always used to go to, right? But this day I had got too far outside the city or whatever like that, And I was like, shit, I got to make it back to this gas station so I can fill my gas tank up, right? And I was like, I'm not finna spend no. The gas station's not here anymore because, and this is another thing we got to stop doing too. When our family leave us something, stop selling it, yo. Stop selling the shit our family leaves us. But anyway, it was a little black gas station, and it's the only gas station I used to go to, right? Because it was black. But I had got so far out of the city, and I was about to run out of gas. Yo, literally, I'm not even bullshitting with you. I probably was like 7 miles outside the city. I could have stopped at any gas station and filled up. And I was like, hell nah. I ran out of gas. I walked to my favorite gas station, which was a black gas station. I walked there with my gas tank, filled my shit up, and then walked back and put it in my gas, and then drove my car to the gas station. That's discipline. Now, the elder died. This is what pisses me off. Now, let me get on this right quick. And this really pisses me off. And this has nothing to do with Africans in America. This is African people in general. This is African people in general. This is how we think, you know what I'm saying, under the system of white supremacy. When your family leave you a house, don't sell the goddamn house. If anything, put the house up for rent. Like, the money you make in selling the house, you're only going to get one time. The money you make in renting out the house or renting it to somebody, or even you just living there, will triple in value. Too many black people, we get something and we just don't value it. This is how, I remember when I was growing up as a kid, there's a historical town, or city, town, I guess you want to call it a town, called Overtown in Miami, right? Yo, so many black businesses. So many black businesses in Overtown. It was one of the first, and I got to do a video on that one day. But I remember growing up as a kid, going to Overtown, right? Going to Overtown, and I would walk in the corner stores and see black people behind the counters. Black people, you want some candy, baby? You want some, like, you go to Overtown now? No fucking black businesses. It's probably like one or two black businesses. You know why? Because once the elder died, who fought for the place, who kept the place open, oh, the kids, oh shit, nigga, I'm gonna buy me this new Mercedes. I'm gonna sell this damn corner store. I don't want to deal with what my mama and them had to deal with. Even though that's what kept a roof over your head. Even though that's what sent you to college. Even though that's what financed your family. Too many black people, we just like, and then what we do, we sell. This is how crazy shit is. We chasing white people so much. We sell the goddamn business to move to a white person's neighborhood. As soon as too many black people get there, white people move out. What type of sense that make? I'm going to tell you, Miami used to be real, real white. Miami used to be white. White. Right? But what happened is a lot of black folk and Caribbean folk and black Spanish people start moving to Miami. They got the hell out of here. They moved to Broward County. They moved to West Palm Beach. They got the hell out of here. And what we doing now? What are we doing now, black people in Miami? Chasing their ass up into Broward. Every black person in Miami, I'm moving to Broward. I'm moving to West Palm. I'm moving to Broward. I'm moving to West Palm. Chasing the white folk up into their shit. And guess what white people are doing? They creeping their ass back into Miami. You fucking chasing them so much, you don't even see they creeping their ass right back into Miami. They Wynwood and all that shit like that. I know people from outside of Miami probably like, what the hell I'm talking about. But people in Miami know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? They creeping right back into little Haiti, creeping on your ass. Look out! They just, this shit is, it don't make no goddamn sense. It don't make no goddamn sense. You own the home in little Haiti. You own the home in Liberty City. You own that shit. But you want to be around white people so much. You chasing them into to where they moved to, and now they running back to take over what you've been living in and what you own. And now you're going to start over. Because once you sell the house, you got to start over, or you're going to, like, come on, man. We got to stop this. And that's why I say it's all African people. I'm just not saying it's Africans in America. It's Haitians too. We want to chase white people, be a white people's ass. I'm giving you facts here. They play a game with us, yo. They play a game with us. Hey, chase me, black man. And we're going to keep on chasing them. They're going to keep on chasing them. Got to be disciplined, man. We got to be like Kim Jong-un. That's why they don't like Kim Jong-woo. They don't like Kim Jong-woo. Because he understands discipline. Hey, if you off code, we're going to get with you. We're going to get with you. Matter of fact, there was a group back in the 60s and the 50s called the Ski Mask Crew, right? They were supposed to be like a splinter group to like the Black Panther Party or whatever the case may be, and they were a group of dudes where if you got caught beating a woman or trying to get like some kids hooked on heroin, because that was a real big thing in the 50s and the 60s, like getting people hooked on heroin. They will catch you and they will beat that ass. They will beat that ass. Ain't no pimping no women. Ain't no pimping no children. What you think you finna do, bruh? No. If we seen pimps on the corner, ski mask crew, we rolling up on you. You getting these knuckles on your head. We running you out the community. Why did that group become the focus of the FBI? If they cleaning up the black community, why would that group become the focus of the FBI? Think about that for a second. If that group was cleaning up the black community, why would that group be the target of the FBI? You know why? The same reason Dr. Amos Wilson says, the day you decide to clean up the black community is the day you better be ready to fight white people. They need you to be fucked up. They need you to be on drugs. They need you to be dysfunctional. Clean up what? We need you niggas to be fucked up. You ain't cleaning up nothing. And they locked these dudes up. They locked them up on some bullshit because they were stopping pimping, they were stopping pedophile, they were stopping this, they were stopping that, and they locked them up. The day you decide to clean up your community, that'd be the day you better fight white people. You better be ready to go. They need you. They need you to be fucked up. You think your enemy gonna applaud when you doing good? How would you think? You really think these white folks want to do good? Understand this. White people have a proverb. And the proverb goes, if you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. If you teach a man to fish, you ruin a good business plan. See, y'all think it's the other way. No. You ruin the opportunity to sell him fish for the rest of his life. If you teach him how to fish. That's their culture. You got to understand their culture. For you to understand who you are as African, you first have to understand their culture. You have to. If not, it's going to make sense to you. If you teach a man to fish, if you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach a man to fish, you ruin a good business plan. You got to understand that. We got to be disciplined. We got to be disciplined. And your partner has to match your level of discipline. I can't be like, man, today, babe, we reading this and we doing this and we doing that. And you talking about going to the club, twerking and shaking your ass. And I can't have, there's certain things I just can't have. Like, I got 2 daughters. You know what I'm saying? And the way find out your match before you have kids with somebody. Let me just say that. Right? Find out your match. Find out your level of discipline. Because what happens is when one parent is disciplined and the other parent is, and I'm not speaking about myself, I'm just speaking in general. One parent is disciplined and the other parent is a loose cannon and don't give a damn what they say around the kids or do around the kids. The kid grows up with some form of schizophrenia. Right? Now, why do I say that? Because one parent is strict on the person, they this, they that. The other parent is loosey-goosey. So what happens is the kid learns how to maneuver in both households or around both people. It creates an imbalance. Both parents have to be on the same wavelength with that child. If you see that you dating somebody that's not on that same wavelength, you don't need to have kids with them. You don't need to be around. I don't care how good they throw the Doc McStuffins on you, on how good, her Yo Gabba Gabba is. It don't matter. If you really care about that child, you will try to find someone in your same realm of thinking, level of discipline, eating habits, and stuff like that. I don't mind being single. Single is healthy. I'll take that. Relationships that aren't equally yoked are stressful. Let's just be real. We being real. Being single is happy. We have to learn how to be single in our lives and be happy being single. We have to learn how to be happy being single. Because if you don't learn how to be happy being single, you're not going to be happy in a relationship. You're not. You know why? This is why. Most people don't break up with people or they allow people to do mistreatment to them because they're scared of being single. Oh, I don't want to lose this person. I don't want to be alone. So I'm going to let this person do this or say this or act like this, or I'm going to catch him cheating because I'm scared to be alone. Fuck that shit. Get out of here. You not treating me right. You not doing what needs to be done in this relationship. You off code, blah, blah, blah. You got to go. Peace. I'll holler at you. No disrespect. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not going to, like, we got to learn how to be happy alone. Learn how to be happy alone, and then learn how to be happy in a relationship. But besides that, you just wasting your time. Hey, listen, I don't give a damn if I don't ever find a African woman. I would love to be with an African woman. I would love to be in a long-term relationship again. I would love to do all that type of stuff. But there's certain things I'm just not going to have in a relationship. I'm just not doing it. I'm not putting up with it. And that's one of our problems as men, too. I'm just going to say this about men. We allow our women to do too much and get away with it. Like, just ridiculous shit. Ridiculous shit. And same thing goes for black women. Black women allow black men to get away with some ridiculous shit. Playing Madden all day, not keeping up responsibilities. You know, we allow all black women to just do whatever the hell. Like, there's rules to life. Black people think if it doesn't feel good, we shouldn't do it. Yes, we should definitely do it if it doesn't feel good. 100% we should do it if it doesn't feel good. You Negroes work out and work your muscles. That shit hurt. That don't feel good, but you still do it because you know that at the end it's going to be a better result. We should definitely do things that we don't want to do as black people. Yes, we should. 100%. Because everything that feels good ain't good for you. Like Dr. Amos Wilson says, crack feels good. Heroin feels good. You ever seen a heroin? When that shit hit his vein, they gone. Oh, my God. And they spend the rest of their life chasing that high. They just, oh, my gosh. They say it's better than, it's 100 times better than catching a nut. But it feels good. So everything that feels good ain't good for you. Fried chicken tastes good. That shit ain't good for you. We have to start doing things that don't feel good to us. That's what discipline is. And until we get to that level, we ain't ready for war. And I don't mean physical war. I mean just in general, we ain't ready for war. I said this before. You got Negroes can't even stay in the house doing coronavirus. Nothing. I have to be outside. I have to be seen. I have to take videos like this showing my butt. And people got to tell me they like it. If they don't tell me they like it, I don't feel good. I have to be in the newest car. People got to see me showing my money. I have to. Like Nelly Fuller says, one of the biggest problems we got is showing off. We love to show off. Black folk, we love to show off to other black folk. Because there ain't nothing we can show off to impress white people. I take all the criticism. I can take whatever people throw at me. But the kids, you got to protect the kids. So I don't put my children on social media at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't put their face up there or anything like that. That's just, war tactics. Oh, dang. I only got like a minute or something left. I didn't read not one comment. My apologies, folk. Y'all know how I get the blazing, and then I get the going in. I didn't read not one comment. My apologies. Shit. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. Got like a minute left, but the whole purpose of me saying this is we got to be disciplined. We ain't going nowhere if we ain't disciplined. You know what I'm saying? If we are not disciplined in the way we spend our money, what we eat, what we say to each other, how we react to certain things, because that's very important too. A lot of people think, listen, sometimes people say a lot of shit about me online. Sometimes I reply, sometimes I don't. It depends on just, you know what I'm saying, how they say it, who they say it, what they say it, whatever. And sometimes I reply, sometimes I don't. But we have to be disciplined. Even in our communication, in our regular daily conversations we have with one another, we have to be disciplined. We just can't say whatever we want to say out of our mouth to black people, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us say some reckless stuff, some very disrespectful stuff, And like Nelly Fuller says, if it's not constructive, sometimes we just leave it alone. Now, constructive can be harsh at times, but we got to know when, how, and what, and how to word things, you know what I'm saying? Because we are sensitive people. We very sensitive. But anyway, I appreciate y'all joining me. Until next time, family, Think black, stay black, love black, support black as your African black power. Peace.